This short demo is going to look at how we can leverage Google's Gemini Pro vision in order to generate alternative text for a series of clothing images such as those displayed. This would replicate a scenario such as where a clothing retailer or online website wishes to have alternative text embedded within the web page to adequately describe the images in order to better filter, index, or improve search optimization. We're going to go ahead and select our subset of data, and as we've seen in previous demonstrations, we're going to select Predict with Model Foundry. In this case, when we type in Gemini, we're going to be faced with the option of Gemini Pro Vision, given the fact that we are feeding in image-based data rows. We can go ahead and select that, and on the left-hand side, we can insert a custom prompt. In our case, I've created a prompt in advance that effectively asks for Gemini Pro to generate an alternative text description of the main item of clothing seen in the picture. I'm asking it to refer only to the item of clothing, not the model or the background, and to keep the response to less than 100 characters. I'm comfortable that this is going to give me the response I want. However, if you wish to trial different prompts, you can go ahead and select Generate Preview and iterate until you receive adequate model performance. In this case, I'm going to go ahead, name this something such as alt text to identify this at a later stage, and then I'm in a position to go ahead and submit my full model run. Once my model run is complete, I can navigate back to the Model tab within Foundry, and I can be sure to select the correct model run. I might have to wait a few minutes until inference has been completed. After model inference has been complete, we can explore each of our outputted alternative texts for each data row by selecting on them within the model run. As we can see here on the right hand side, we have the alternative text, heeled black sandals, platform sole, ankle strap, which adequately describes the main item of clothing in the image. We can similarly explore each of our data rows in turn to get a feel for how our model is performing. In many cases, the performance of Gemini Pro might be sufficient that we're comfortable using the alternative text generated for downstream data processing, such as uploading to our website. However, I'm quickly going to demonstrate how we can incorporate a human in the loop to both validate and indeed refine alternative text as required. To do so, we can quickly navigate to Annotate and create a new Annotate project, making sure to select the appropriate data type of image, and we can name it something recognizable such as alt text. Next, we need to create our ontology. In this case, it's going to be a simple ontology, just simply looking for image, and we're going to have one overall classification, alt text. It's going to be a free text response, and indeed we can name this overall ontology something recognizable. Navigating back to Annotate, we can go ahead and add our ontology that we've just simply created now, and we can click Next. Now we can navigate very quickly back to our model run, select all of the data rows, and we can send to Annotate. We'll see that the Annotate project we just created has been selected by default. Just ensure that this is in fact correct, and we can include our model predictions. The last thing we're going to have to do is map the text output from Gemini to our alt text within the ontology. We can go ahead, click Save, select the stage of our Annotate project, and go ahead and submit. Next time we navigate back to our Annotate project, once the data rows are loaded, when we go in and start labeling, we will see that we are faced with the image for our data row as well as the alt text generated by Gemini. We can tweak this as required, or in many cases we can simply go ahead and click Submit for approval. Hopefully this gives you an idea for how you can incorporate a human in the loop to both refine a Google Gemini Pro output or indeed validate it for downstream use. In this video, we explored how we can leverage Google's Gemini Pro from directly within Labelbox's platform for the purpose of enriching our datasets. However, Labelbox can also integrate more widely as part of your organization's Google Cloud environment. with easy API integration and access management to enable data that sits across your Google Cloud repositories to be easily rendered and explored within Labelbox, to leveraging foundation models, such as Gemini as seen in this video, to label or pre-label our data, through to extracting data annotations created within Labelbox back into your Vertex environment for the purpose of training and/or fine-tuning custom models, or indeed directly within BigQuery for downstream BI and analytics. Labelbox can seamlessly complement and enhance existing data processing pipelines that are running within your GCP environment today.